It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet says, "We as Christians should be proud we stopped evil Hillary and what she would do to this country. We as Christians should be proud we stopped evil Hillary and what she would do to this country." Wow. I will admit that I did not want Trump to win. I did not want Hillary to win. And the reason why I did not want them to win, because as far as I'm concerned, they are two liberals. Hillary is a liberal hiding out in the open. Trump is a liberal hiding behind the R, the Republican. I did not buy in 1 second that Trump hates Hillary and Hillary hates Trump. There is nothing to show me proof of that. But here's where I want to go with this. And this is a message to my Christian brothers and sisters that support Trump. Especially the ones that love misquoting the Bible to justify their decision. But more so, those ones who use this statement, the lesser of the two evils. You Christians, I'm mainly speaking to you Christians that use that statement to beat up and pressure other Christians. First of all, let me go here. You know how one of the things that ticks us off about liberal politics is that they constantly say, give us this piece first. Give us this piece first. Give us this tax raise the tax, raise this, do this first. And then later on we'll get ours. For the sake of the American people, the sake of the blacks, sake of the sick or whatever, raise the taxes, do this, we'll do it for 10 years and then we'll receive the tax and we'll go back to whatever. Pass this program, this social program and this and that, it'll cost trillions and then we'll rescind it later. This is constantly what liberal politics does. And what is it that happens to us as conservatives? We circumvent our conservative principles and what we stand for, and then we never get ours. We got a program that's so massive, we can't stop it without hurting people. And the liberals knew this. They do it all the time, and you know what I'm talking about. Let me show you what Christians using these Saul Alinsky liberal tactics did to other Christians. They asked Christians and conservatives, keep in mind, to set Jesus aside, your faith, your belief in this, set that aside to vote for the lesser of two evils. Trump was the one that they were saying was the lesser of the two evils. Hillary was the evil one. She's the massive evil one. And Trump was the lesser of the evil. No matter what evil Trump has done to anybody, it never outweighed the evil that Hillary Clinton would do. So he was the lesser of the two evils. Us as conservatives, forget conservative principles. Forget that. We have to defeat this evil woman. So put your conservative principles to the side and put your faith in Jesus Christ and God, all that to the side. We're quoting scripture, even though we're misquoting. We're quoting scripture, so you have to believe us. Yeah, we're going to dwell in the Old Testament when God is hellfire and brimstoning and forget that he sent his only begotten son so we believe in him. And we can do all things through him. Forget all of that. We have to defeat this evil witch, Hillary. So put all these things to the side. Vote for the lesser of the two evils. We were even told that it's evil for us not to vote. This is how wicked Christians were being to other Christians. So now here we are. The lesser of the two evils has now been elected. Here's the question that I have for you Christians. And all you wayward conservatives that had us put our principles to the side. We put Jesus is on the sideline. Conservative principles is on the sideline. It's off to the side. Now we have the lesser of the two evils. There is no Hillary Clinton now. All we have left is this one evil. So the question I have for Christians, can we pick Jesus up? And for you constitutional people, can we pick our constitutional or conservative principles back up and now focus in on the only evil that we have left? I'm asking, can we do this? Can we all unite as Christians and conservatives against liberalism and the only evil we have left based on the parameters that you set? You're the one that called him the lesser of the two evils. Me, as a person that's fighting liberalism, I looked at them both as equal. Matter of fact, I probably put Trump a little bit above. Why? Because he's hiding behind the R. He's the one dressing in sheep's clothes, tricking you, making you think he's conservative. Then when he flip-flops, he lands like a liberal. See, I'm fighting liberalism all the time. I didn't care if it was Obama, Clinton, Trump, Pelosi, Reid, or any of the rhinos. I don't care. If it's liberalism, I'm fighting it. But you guys set the parameter on this evil thing. See, because liberalism destroys our country. Liberalism is what our founding slaves escaped from. Liberalism is what they created the Constitution to protect us from. Liberalism is what they put the Bill of Rights in place so that no other liberal can circumvent your rights. Liberalism is what our founding escaped slaves were fighting. You guys are the ones that set the parameter of evil on an individual, on two individuals, and you guys are the ones that put it on a scale. It said Donald Trump is the lesser of the two evils. You're the ones, Christians, that took Jesus and marginalized him on the sideline so that you can bring some kind of relief to what you think this woman is going to do to you. You're the one that don't want to use the power of Christ and be able to stop all things through Jesus Christ. You're the one that chose that parameter. All I'm asking is, now that you've chose that parameter and all we have left is the one evil that you said is evil, can we unite as Christians and conservatives and defeat the evil? Or I need you to be honest and say, no, Jesus is going to have to stay on the sidelines, and your conservative principles are going to have to stay on the sidelines. And now you're going to use the Bible and God to say we have to support the evil. I just need you to be honest with me. I need you to be honest with the rest of Americans. First, you told us we had to pick the lesser of the evils. Now can we fight evil together? Or now are you going to move the bar, lower it, and say we have to support the evil? And if we don't do that, we'll be going against God's will. So that means we can't bring Jesus into this thing anymore. We can't bring our conservative principles into it anymore. And you Christians are doing us just like the liberals. You get what it is that you think you want, and then we never get what we want. If that's what you're saying, be honest. Be as fleshly honest as you possibly can. So now we have to unite and support the evil. If that's what you're saying, be honest about it. Or are we now that we pick Ben Carson even said it. Put your Christianity aside. We have to defeat Hillary. Now that Hillary's defeated, can we pick our Christianity back up, Mr. Carson? Or do we have to be like you and sell out Jesus and support the evil? I'm just asking. Let me know. Because I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I am going to stop liberalism every time it shows its head. I don't care if it's Trump or any of his picks. If you're asking me to support the killing of babies in the womb, I'm telling you no. If you're asking me to support more social programs to where our debt goes through the roof, to where we're taking care of able-bodied individuals because they're lazy as hell, I'm telling you no. If you're telling me that you're going to repeal Obamacare and replace it with single payer, because that's where you're at, I'm telling you no. If you're saying that I have to take everything I stand for as a conservative and water it down and make it non-existent so that I can make Donald Trump fit into that box, I'm telling you no. And if you Christians continue to talk other Christians and lead them astray and continue to say that God anointed this man, and Jesus, which is nowhere around this guy. I mean, he's around because he's everywhere. But he doesn't want to embrace. I'm going to continue calling you out. I'm going to continue to show you where you're wrong. And I'm also going to continue to show that your real motivation in this whole thing is because you're scared of losing your race as the majority in this country. Let's keep it real, man. I'm being honest. Other than that, let's pick up Jesus and based on your criteria, know that we only have one evil left and let's focus on defeating that evil. Now, you guys are going to take it like I'm saying we're going to stop Trump. No, I want to stop liberalism because liberalism is evil. We're not fighting against flesh and blood, but powers and principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's called liberalism. And that's what we need to unite and fight. And make it very clear to Mr. Liberal for Life, Donald Trump, that just has an R and is now going to be the president of the United States. Let him know without no hesitation, we will stop anything that pokes out of who you are if it's liberal. And we're united on that. We got to get conservatism back in and we got to get Christ back in. And you Christians that said the lesser of the two evils, understand based on your criteria, we only have one evil left. Unless you get real creative and try to make me be the one to evil. Oh, Mr. Phil is eviler than Donald Trump. We got to stop Phil. Nah. Your criteria, the lesser of two evils, is now the president of the United States. Can we pick Jesus and conservatism back up and save this country? Hey, I'm Phil Williams. That's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.